Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Celestial Farm Girl here. I'm going to kick off my shoes. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. I love you guys. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today and that all your, hopes, dreams, desires are being fulfilled. And if they're not, then you're like figuring out what you need to do to get the move on, right? Right. So today, in honor of the mothers, I went ahead and just pulled the mother card. Okay. I just wanted to read to you this archetypical card because, we all have the divine feminine energy in us. But to be a mother, you got to be a nurturer, right? You nurture life. You plant seeds and then grow them, right? With love, tenderness, compassion, joy. And it really does your heart good just to see the growth in things. Yeah, right? Yes. So I honor all mothers of this world because, well, without the mother, there would be no world because you are the creatrix. You bring in life. You nurture life. You are a creator of this world because you've brought life into this world to be a productive source of the world, right? And most of us have brought in life. And bringing life into the world, there's a lot of pain, not just in giving birth, but the heart. The heart is something a mother has, and it really hurts her to see her children suffer or to go without or to not have the emotional support or the mental support, the physical support, the spiritual support, because we really just want to see everything around us grow, blossom, and bloom. Which means we have to be very careful and, protect ourselves from, interferences that would bruise our heart or hurt our heart. We literally, really, really, really need to protect our heart because that's where the love comes from. And love is that water of growth. That is what we give to others that helps them grow and to ourselves as well. So the first thing we need to learn how is to love and respect ourselves as mothers and the important archetypical role we carry on this planet, which has been diminished, over time. I don't really want to talk about it, but even in religion, they don't even mention the mother as the main character. They call her the Holy Spirit. And we know that if there's a father and there's a son, there's got to be a mother somewhere because it just, you can't bypass the mother to get a son. Okay, so we're just going to stop there. So I'm going to read the mother to you, the great mother, the feminine, the source. We begin our archetypical story. Oh, and this is number 1 in this deck. The mother is the first archetype. The mother's love through her sensual, fertile, and life-giving energy. All creation takes form, regardless of our birth story. Each of our hearts beat for the first time in the warm womb of the mother, where she offered resources from her body for the building of our own. Yet her tale is not so simple, as the mother, especially on the earthly plane, contains both light and dark aspects of the feminine. With the best of intentions, the mother wraps her loving arms around her creations and begins to grip what she is meant to set free. The mother both nurtures and prohibits growth. She gives yet clings. She creates yet restricts. Amid this complex energy, the mother holds the key to the eternal challenge of love. Now, when in the light, mother is glowing, generative, creative, and nurturing. But when in the dark, dim, exhausted, controlling, and limiting. The mother is part of the trifecta maiden mother crone because the relationship between them. Take special note when these cards appear in one reading. We are always maiden mother and crone. We always have our youth about us if we nurture and keep our heart where it's not bitter, right? And the mother is always in us too because we're always going to love and nurture and do our best to help those that we do love. And the crone is the grandmother. She's a little tougher, she's a little stricter, and she takes a whole lot less shit. The grandmother crone knows what needs to be done and when to do it. And this is what we're going to talk about today. The maiden is in us all, she never leaves. And we want to make sure we hold on to her by protecting our heart and loving ourselves. Yes, we give love to everybody and everything, but we got to remember to respect ourselves, respect our body. Oh yes, I'm wearing orange today in honor of the sacral chakra, which is where our womb resides, our creative source part. And of course, I've cleaned my chakras today and focused especially on my sacral chakra. I really wanted to bring a warm and loving reading in here. And, I have, like everybody and every woman, I have been through quite a few things that has tried to steal my joy, to try to steal my happiness, to try to take away the good feelings that I carry in my heart for life and joy and goodwill towards all living things. But I am protected because I have learned to love myself. And, it's like a barrier when you really, really, truly learn to love who you are. You don't let a lot of things pass that gate. You become a gatekeeper and you begin to understand, well, this doesn't help me find peace. This isn't making me happy. And that is a part of being the crone. By the time you're my age, you have decided what can come in, what can't, and what the hell is going out the door. And to be a mother, a maiden, we don't see those things yet, nor have everybody, formed. Young love is beautiful love. Mother's love is empathetic love. And a crone's love is strategic. She knows what she wants and she sets up the boundaries around her to make sure she gets it. And, we all want peace. We all want joy in our life. We all want to be able to nurture as we were created to do, right? And in order to do that, we've got to be nurtured ourselves. And we must nurture ourselves. We must, eat. I'm not saying perfectly because I love cake and ice cream, but a few good things a day so that your self-esteem will feel good about who you are. A nice bowl of vegetable soup, an apple, some bran flakes and raisins. Just a few good things a day can set the tone to your self-esteem to make you feel as if you've done something good for yourself. That's called self-love. And, as a woman that needs time to herself, because mothers are so empathetic, you absorb so much energy and you need to do, your physical body wants to be moved around and stretched. So, do your 7 minutes of yoga. And when you're done, you'll pat yourself on the back and say, yeah, I love myself. I love my body. I am working on myself. I am working on my body. And as you begin to do these things, your mother love will even grow more for yourself. The more it grows for you, the more your love will grow for others, especially for those who give you the respect and dignity and love back that you deserve. And that's one thing you want to watch for. You don't want to let people disrespect you, because as a woman, you are one of the most, you're the queen on the chessboard, and the queen takes out everything. Remember that. The queen has the power to guide, to direct, and to cut off. And when I say this, I am trying to empower women more to appreciate themselves, their peace, to understand a little deeper about the mother and childhood roles as well, because as mothers, we teach our children how to teach others as they grow up and go out into the world. How your children treat you, will be how they treat others when they go out into the world. So don't let your children disrespect you. Don't let them. Don't allow them to call you names. Don't allow your children to walk away from you when you're talking to them. Make sure they sit down and understand, that you guys are going to have a heart-to-heart conversation about things, and help them to understand how important it is not to be a runner, not to run from their problems, not to run away when people need to discuss things with them. That's your role as a mother. Also, not to spoil them too much, and to make them deal with their own consequences. I got a story for you. I'm a hardcore mother. I was raised basically in the ghettos, so don't hold it too much against me. I've changed a lot. I don't believe in these things now, but my son come running home one day. He got into a fight, and the kid was bigger than him, but the kid was a black kid. And we had just moved off the farm right into the city, and we'd never lived there before. And he had called the kid a bad name. He had projected, what is that? The kid was a black kid. He called him a name. Anyway, okay, so the kid was mad at him. And he chased me home. He's screaming, Mom, Mom, Mom. I come out, what in the world is going on? He said, this guy wanted to beat me up. Well, I'm not like, I want to know why the fight started, right? First thing, I want to know why this is going on. And the kid said, well, he called me such and such. I was like, Michael Dell, you started that fight. There ain't nothing I can do for you now, son. You're either going to have to apologize and hope this kid don't want to beat you up. They were the same age. The kid was bigger, though. Or you're going to have to stand up for yourself and fight, because I can't do anything about it. I'm not going to stop nothing. You're not going to go around calling people names. I let my children learn their lessons. And Michael Dell learned from that. We're in the city. I can't go around being a racist and calling people names and acting like I just got off the farm from Whiteville. Okay? Because I already knew this, even though I'd never been off the farm. I never felt prejudice towards anybody. Like, my color wasn't anything. I just only ever saw the heart. But not everybody's like that. But anyway, my son had to learn the hard way. I was a good mother in teaching him that, no, I'm not taking up for you when you do the wrong thing. I won't take up for you if you do your wife wrong. I won't take up for you, blah, 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 blah. And I never did. And so we have to allow our children to experience their consequences. And we have to stand on the side of truth and what is right, right? And even though that was a little hardcore lesson, I didn't know better back in those days. I didn't come from an educational family. Everything we ever got, we had to fight for. So, to me, it wasn't that strange of a thing. And Michael Dale, learned from that he cannot go around, throwing racial slurs or anything like that without the repercussions. And I would not stand up for him regardless. And I think these are good lessons to our children. It helps for them to have a stronger heart, too. We got the heart in here. We want our kids to be okay and do the right thing. And so, therefore, we have to make sure we're given that example instead of saying, do as I say and not as I do. That don't work anymore. It never did work. That's where the sins of the children, of the mothers and fathers, fall down onto the children. I'm going to continue to do what I want to do, but you're going to have to do the right thing, whether you like it or not. So be an example to your children. Do the right thing yourself so that you can teach them to do the right thing. And then if you can't do the right thing yourself, then what are you going to do? You can't do that. You can't teach, you can't punish them for doing what you do when you do what you do. So, remember, you are an example to your children and they will follow in your footsteps. And that's just the way kids are. Beautiful little things that they are, but they're just little sponges that absorb everything around them. And, whatever they see going on, they're going to be curious about, especially if they don't understand what it is. They will go deeper and deeper and deeper. And so, yeah, protect your children, watch what they're watching, keep your eye on them and make them stand accountable for their actions so that we can bring up kids that can have relationships. I don't know, a lot of relationships have went awry, right? We're brought up thinking that we're going to be together forever, but really forever is never real because the only thing that is real is change. Everything just changes and changes and changes. And as we're all changing in our own cycles, we grow apart from some people and then we grow together with others. And this just keeps the life force ignited as we move across the globe. God, that was a lot. Okay. Happy Mother's Day. I love you guys. Teach your children how to be respectable partners in relationships. And who knows, maybe you will be somebody, who will get to come back time and time again and have these beautiful relationships. Okay, so happy Mother's Day. Let's read from the Gaia deck. Oh, and let's talk about your heart. Protect your hearts, divine feminines. Protect your hearts and your emotional status. Have a good day today. Love yourself today. Take in all the beauty and passion that's directed towards you. Oh, I pray. Yes, I do indeed. I pray. Okay, what do we got to say? Union. 13. Wow, union. I don't think I've ever gotten this card before. Union. I'm going to have to read from the Gaia deck. I'm going to set this here. Push this out here a little bit. While I look for my book. Union. 13. In union with oneself to be solid. I don't know what we're going for here, union, but I only see one person there. So to unite with self, 13, union. wholeness, marriage, unity, connection, integration, harmony, alignment, peace. Unity and wholeness. Harmony arises when we are in alignment. You have unlimited potential, a path that marries science and spirituality. I love that. Duality creates separation. The marriage of body, mind, and soul. That's beautiful. We literally bring all of our own parts together and are united with ourselves to become whole. All is connected. Complete self acceptance. Do not dominate or be submissive. At the center of the void, you are a temple. Worship within. Fear and need are cornerstones of dependency. I get this. This is about becoming a whole, complete person within yourself. This is about loving yourself enough to be your own bride, to love who you are as a woman, as a creator, as an individual, as a major player in this game on this planet at this time, giving birth to those who will be creating in their later lives, your mother. And what does this mean? You have the power of teaching your children the things that and the changes that you're going to want to see in a future time. They are your little seeds that's going to carry out and help with your dreams. But the major thing is with the children, you can't hold on too tight, only as long as they'll let you. There comes a time when you have to let them start making their own decisions and give them the freedom to become their own creators, right? Right. And then you pray that all the good things that you put in them, the love, the time, the wisdom, the caring, will come out and them, and that their creations will begin to be, on the same, what do I want to say, the same morality as you carry, to train them in beauty, to not hold secrets from them, to talk to them about relationships between you and your father, to talk to them about how, they are capable of making changes in the future if there's things that go on in the family that, aren't always looked upon with approval, to teach them that they can change these things and make it better for the next family. To talk to them about truth, real things in real life, in real time. Yes, we want to have a whole relationship with ourselves. We do not want to have to depend on somebody to fulfill us and make us whole, because that could be very disappointing. If we're dependent upon others, well, for sure there's going to be a heartbreak, because others are not here to make sure that we're always going to be okay. They're here to make sure they're going to be okay. Our job is to make sure we're going to be okay. Now, should everybody uphold a contract that they make, you damn straight. You damn straight. And if they don't uphold it for whatever reason, then, if it's, I don't know, I call judgment on things. I actually use the divine to help me bring judgment upon things, to see things, to understand things. There's no reason If you feel the need to ever call judgment, don't forget, Mama, God is there. This is for the mothers. We're not the weaker sex. We're the stronger sex. We're the more productive sex. We're the nurturing sex. We're just different, not weaker. We're different. They see things straight up and down. We see things in waves. We wave. We work through emotions and feelings. It takes us a little longer to get to where we're going because sometimes we even go in circles and circles and circles. The divine feminine is not a straight line from here to there, by no means. She's all curvy. This is about finding your wholeness, accepting yourself for who you are. You're everything from your beautiful mind and your beautiful soul, your beautiful heart, your beautiful values, your self-esteem, your sacral chakra, for your creative force, and for your roots, where we give birth to our children, where we are a portal to another world. Look at the butterfly there, where we give birth, where we bring from death into life. We take these seeds that aren't nothing but something still and dead, and we turn them into a living form. Do you see how powerful that is? How much power you have in you? Mother, I love you. I love you, mothers. Okay, Gaia wants you to know that. Mother Earth wants you to know that. Look at the bounty around her, the power, the energy of the heart, the love that's in a mother's heart knows no bounds. Emotional intellect. You can look at your kids or your husbands or your partners and just about practically know what they need and want. Yeah? It's because you're a mother, you're a creator. You know what needs and wants. You're a balancer. Two of Pentacles. A juggler. You juggle, you balance, you look at all that green. That's the color of the heart. Beautiful, pink inside. Your third eye is open, mothers. Look at the eye that sees all things that are hidden. Yes. Yes. And grounded. Yes, ladies, get grounded right now. The whole world's in turmoil. Stay grounded. Don't get floating around in your head. Hang down to the earth. Get your feet down there in the dirt. Put your feet in the grass. Put your feet on the floor. See that energy coming out of your feet and sinking deep into the earth for a good grounding. I don't know. We've got another maybe. There we go. I was going to see if any more crystal bowls are coming on. I just want you ladies to know that I love you and I care for you. And this is dedicated to let you know what your beautiful qualities are, the strength that you have in you. You know, the writers of the stories, the hero of the story, your story, to create your story while you're here on this planet, right? To create it the way you want it to be, right? With intentions and love and peace. Nine of Pentacles, yeah, your story. Look at that. An offering of love to yourself. Today, offer yourself that love and take it from everybody else too, because you deserve it. Rest in that love. Look here, Four of Swords. God is saying for you to rest in the love that you receive today, tomorrow, and for the rest of your life. Rest in it. Rest in that love. Rest in loving yourself and rest in knowing that you are loved by all those around you. Rest. Enjoy it. Love it. Know it. You know, I never did take the time to really rest and think about people that love me and how they love me or what they love me for. And I'm just reminding you to do that so that you can acknowledge it, the love that people have for you. Just acknowledge it and take it in and feel it and let it warm your heart. Be grateful. Be grateful because the position of a mother is a very special position. We get a lot more love and emotional satisfaction. We really do. We really do, especially from the things we love, right? Oh, look, love. Look at the love. Look, I'm going to take this card. We're going to read it. It's a guy card. I broke into it, okay, yes, but I'm going to take it anyway. Love. Love. Look at that. Look at the love that you carry within you, that you nurture. That's why it's so important that you love your beautiful heart, because the more you love yourself, the more you're going to shine this love out. The more you appreciate who you are, the more the love will come forth. You know, I just dove right into this reading. I didn't even roll no dice. I didn't pull no symbol or charms. I guess God couldn't hardly wait. And I really couldn't hardly wait either to get to do it. I thought and meditated on it for a while. And really, I wanted to do a dedication to the love that comes from the divine feminine, or the love that comes from all feminines. We're all divine. We are all divine. All of us. All of us. It's in us. It's in us. And that's a beautiful thing. I'm going to read this. Love. What is love? Number 12. Love. Love. Number 12. Wow, that's usually the Hanged Man. Opened right to it. Love. Infatuation. Love for self. Confidence. Love for life. Expansion. So your love for yourself will lead to confidence. And then the confidence leads to love of life and expansion. It means opening your heart and allowing more things in, surrendering old things in order to bring new things in for more wisdom, for more excitement, for more energy, for more synergy in your life. Experience love in all its forms. There are so many levels to love, right? There's love of a child, love of a man, love of a mother, love of father, love of your friend, love of your best friend, love of your neighbor, love of your dog, love of the coon, love to see the squirrels, love of the birds. Love, 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 love in all its forms. Which means you could figure out a way to have and use love in almost every part of your life and day. Your love will shape you or break you. Yes. Let your love be light. Let it be light. Let it don't cling. Don't hold on to anything. Love it. And if it wants to leave, let it leave. Give it true love. Because true love don't hold on to nothing. It don't make nothing stay. True love releases and lets go. Right? Just like that. True love releases and allows to be free. Because we want to be free. We don't want to be controlled or held on to or made to do things we don't want to do. So therefore, we want to learn to allow those things that we love have that same respect. Love is multifaceted. Your love will shape you or break you. A past love re-enters your life. I don't know. Only if you want it to. Only if you want it to. Right? Is it love or infatuation? Is it love or infatuation? Isn't that true? Love lasts, infatuation wears out, right? You know, we've had that. That's when they come in and hang out for a little while and then they get bored and run off again. So we know what that is. And those that do that, we don't even let them in anymore, right? That's it. Cut off. We cut that shit off because it drains our energy and takes away a promise of a future. So we don't allow people to come in, take our energy, hang out, be around our goodness, and then run away again. We don't allow that. You got to stay for the good and the bad. And if you can't, then get the hell down the road. How do you feel about yourself? How do you feel about yourself? How do you feel about yourself? Question that. And if you don't feel like you love yourself or you're worthy of love, which I pray God that's not the thing, then you tell yourself you're a damn liar because you are worthy of love. That somebody's put a lie into your head and you gotta do an operation and take that thing out because you're worthy of love, especially if you desire it. And the first love should be yourself. You should be your first love. Your first true love should be you. Then you know what you need after that, mama, maiden, mother, grandmother crone. Your first love should be you. And then after you learn to love yourself, you'll know how to let others love you. And it'll be on your conditions. Yes, on your conditions. And look, we're too old to play anymore. Let's just get real. Peace. Peace and being happy with self is heaven on earth. Loving yourself, giving yourself an opportunity to be the best you can be, that's heaven on earth. That's mother love. First mother's love we should give to ourselves, especially if our kids are grown up. Then it's time to really love ourselves. It's really time because we deserve it. We've been through a lot. Or if we're alone, we need to love ourselves. I'm alone, finally. And I'm very happy with it. I'm very grateful. I haven't seen the narcissist for several days now since, I pulled out my garden tools. I'm from the farm. We chop a pig's head off when it's time to eat bacon. Got to do what we got to do to find our peace. To tell you the truth, I thought, hell with it. Even if I did go to prison, I would at least be with a lot of beautiful women who've probably been through the same thing as me. I mean, and he took me seriously, and he ain't been bad. And now he's gone long enough that everything goes out the door, and he'll never come back. So I won. I won against this narcissist. It's been a long battle. You guys have been watching me since I've been battling him. I didn't talk about it too much because I didn't want to bring people down to where, and I wasn't sure if I should let anybody know. I didn't want to bother people. I didn't want to trouble people. But now that it's over with, and I really feel like I got this. I've come a long ways. I was married to him for 33 years. The last 3 years, I fought him off. And I waged war. Boundaried myself in my room. Wouldn't let him cross no boundaries. Got to where I couldn't stand to look at him. Wouldn't cook for him. Wouldn't do nothing. Nothing. But look at him and tell him every day how disgusting he was. Every day. Every day. I fought him like he fought me. But I had the bigger heart. So, there was never any violence. It was mental, spiritual, emotional. so I grew strong. Once I found out that he was a cheater and all these kind of things that I found out about him, which I, being naive for so long, didn't even see. But then God said, you got to learn to love yourself, Connie. So I learned to love myself. I did what God told me to do. And so I'm advising anyone going through any kind of things like that to turn and love yourself, to give yourself your first love. And then after that, you'll know how you want to be loved. I love all my daughters. I feel like the mother. After going through what I've been through, I really truly feel like a mother that I want to share these things to help other women become strong, independent, courageous. I'm not talking about violence. It just got a little out of hand. But of course, he was soliciting prostitutes in my backyard, and that was out of hand. So it, got to the place to where, I ain't going to tolerate that. The knowledge of what he was doing and the disgusting light that he was drawing around me. Everybody each to their own life, okay? I'm not, but I've chosen the life I want, and I want flowers, and I want peace, and I want dignity in my life at this time. I'm no longer into any kind of parties, drugs, influences, things like that. Not into that no more. And so if you're still doing that, you gotta get down the road. I'm into flowers and meditation and spirituality and cleaning my chakras and growing stronger and talking to you guys and, things like that. I'm not into those worldly, lusty pleasures anymore. Left them behind. Desire. My desire is for the universe and to help create a better planet for the future. My interests and investments are in creating a better world for our children that are coming and grandchildren. So I haven't got time for all that mess. I haven't got time for it. And I ain't going to make no time for it. It's not in my heart. We have certain things in our heart, so we should just follow our hearts and our souls. Okay, I'm going to pull one more card. I'm going to do another reading today. Oh, by the way, the moon is in Cancer today. Mother, emotions, feelings, intuition. And so I just wanted to tell you that I'm going to do a Cancer reading later on today in honor of Mother again. So if any of you guys are Cancers or whatnot, happy Mother's Day, happy Moon Day. The moon, she sails around through the 12 constellations every month. She's the mover shaker. Mover shaker, mover shaker. Move over. The moon is coming through. We all have choices. This is the last one, 0. Out of 0, you can pull everything and anything out. If we were talking in the world of the quantum field, this would be an atom, and it would be at a billion probabilities. It could be anything at any time. All you have to do is decide what you want, make your choice, and move forward. Protect your heart, protect yourself, protect your love, protect and keep yourself happy and joyful. Oh, look. And stay strong, the crone. In honor of the mother, we all become this lady. Yes, very stern and in control of what she's doing herself. She controls herself, not those around her. And she comes from the maiden. She, in the beginning, started out as a maiden too, just like all of us, just like you. And we go through the cycles, and eventually we become the wise woman, the mother, the crone, the grandmother, carrying wisdom with us of our lessons and experiences in life and sharing it with you guys. Okay, I love y'all. I got a real tender spot in my heart for y'all today. God bless all you mothers. Do what you need to do to make yourself happy, to learn to love yourself, and to stand in your power. Stand in your power. Put up your boundaries. Begin creating who you want to see in 20 years. Begin creating the children you want to see in 20 years. It starts today. Mwah. I love you. God bless. Bye bye.